Good morning. Happy Friday. Yay. It is Friday, right? No, it's Friday. It's Friday. I know because yesterday was our 3 o'clock draw. That's how I tell what day it is. I just know it based on this group and what we do in this group. So how's everybody doing this morning? Today we are here to celebrate Mother's Day, do a little Mother's Day drawing for the mamas out there. But you know, I guess if you don't want to make it a Mother's Day drawing, you don't have to. You'll see in a minute. I'm doing good. My bangs look funny. I'm doing good. It's Friday. I like Fridays because every Friday we get takeout. So I don't have to cook dinner tonight. So that's why I really love Fridays. And I look forward to my sip and draw tomorrow. And I have a lot of drawing between today and tomorrow that I do outside of the group. So busy with that, but you know, it's the weekend and it's Mother's Day. I was asked what I wanted for Mother's Day and I gave a little list of things I wanted to do. So I'm looking forward to Sunday because my husband is making me donuts from scratch. And we're gonna make s'mores in the backyard. And then I asked to make a giant floor bed in the living room and we all watch a movie and sleep in the living room. So that's what I wanted for Mother's Day. And you're welcome for doing a Mother's Day drawing. I figured, one, I'm a mama and I like to be celebrated. And two, most of our kids, they make something for Mother's Day at school, right? Now they're not at school. So I figured I could step in and help them out so they get something done for their mamas. Let's see. We, same supplies as always. We're using, I always feel like a broken record saying that, but sometimes we have new people. Is anyone new today? Is this anyone's first drawing? We are doing pencil, black pen, paper, of course. And then I'm coloring in pencils. Yeah, that's all I really have. I don't really have any other announcements. There is a post. It will be back in the announcements section. There's a section that's called announcements. And there's a post in the announcements where I'm asking moms to tell me what they like about being a mom. Or if you're a kid, you can tell me what you like about your mom. Or if you're a dad, you can talk about your mom or the mom that's in your house, whichever. So just basically leave a comment on there and I'm going to do something with that. And that will be announced and posted on Sunday on Mother's Day. So let's flip the screen around and let's see what we're drawing today. I don't know, because sometimes people think it's silly to do angry faces. I say, just ignore them. If they woke up angry or want to be silly with their angry faces, we just ignore them and act like they're not even happening. So there is our drawing. We're doing 2 owls, a mama owl and a baby owl. And I put owl, love you, mom. But if you want to keep that off of there, you can. You can do just the owls. That's completely up to you. You can make it your own. You could write something else on here if you wanted. Doesn't have to say I'll love you, but I thought that was kind of cute, kind of a play on words. And yeah, you're just making your own little card for your mom. So let's put this aside and we'll get started on our drawing. So for our owl, we are going to do kind of a hot dog shape that's going to come down. Those are the new Facebook Care hug emojis. When small, it does look a bit like he's grumpy, but it's a hug. Perfect. So we're doing kind of a hot dog shape, but it's going to be a little wider at the bottom. So just kind of start up here. You don't really need any room, so you can come pretty close to the side of your paper. And you're going to come down and around and back up. So see, it's a little bit like our hot dog shape. It's just a little bit wider on the bottom than it is at the top. So this comes out a little bit from this. And then from these corners, we are going to do the ears. So for the ears, we're just extending this line up. So see how it's going to come further than the other one. And then round it around and bring it back down. So it's a little triangle ear. And you'll do the same thing on the other side. You'll come up, you'll round it around, and bring it back down. And make that one a little bit wider. And then once you have those, you can connect them in the middle with a curved line. And I'll erase this little goofy line I got in here. So that's the first shape of our mama owl. Now her face, it's going to be kind of a heart shape, that kind of where it comes from a point and then curves around. So see, look at the original drawing. See how it's like this top part, like we were drawing a heart. But if that shape is hard for you, then just make yourself kind of an oval, okay? So for the heart shape, I'm going to start in the middle of the face. Here's my middle point. And I'm going to draw a curved line coming up and around and down. And then I'll go ahead and start it from the other side, up and around and back down until I meet up with the other line. So see, I way overshot it. So I'm just going to bring it all the way over until I find that line. Sometimes our lines don't meet up and it's easier to just keep going until they do. So just kind of see how I did that there. My first line was up here, but when I drew this line, I was low. So I just kept going until I met up with the face. Yes, the sloth had this face, didn't it? You guys have better memories than I do with that kind of thing. Now in the bottom of this shape, we're going to do a triangle that's upside down. And that's for the beak. It also has a little bit of a curved bottom. And you can make that beak whatever size you want. You can have it really tiny, you can have it big. And inside of this shape, we're going to draw 2 circles. When I drew this last night, I was having one of those nights where nothing was coming out the same size. And I just did it again there. See, I'm kind of making my eyes, this eye bigger so it matches. So that's why I have all these lines inside. But man, last night I was drawing this drawing and I must have done the eyes a million times because I just couldn't get them to match up. I had one little tiny one and one big one, and then one was kind of a wonky shape. That's a little better. Erase some of these lines inside. Now, my eye, though, I'm actually just going to make my eye closed. So this just is kind of an area of color. So for my eye, I'm going to just do a half circle inside of this shape. So my owl, grab my pencil, dropped it on the ground. You every time we draw. See, I do it too, though. Sometimes I just struggle. And then I'll do another curve on this side. Because this is the mama owl, and I have her just kind of eyes closed because she's hugging on her baby. I'll make that a little bigger. See, I'm doing the same thing today. Nothing is the same size. They're just days. Yesterday, I drew, here's a fun fact for you, and I'll do the same thing today. Yesterday, I drew 6 drawings. 6 drawings. And today, I'll draw 6 drawings. And this owl was my last one. So I think by this point, I was just done. I just didn't have any draw left in me. So now let's put the little baby. So the baby is going to be the same shape, or the kid, not necessarily a baby. So same general shape, and I'm going to start it here inside because I want this mama owl hugging on her. I'm going to come a little bit lower. And up. Good morning. Drawing on your reserves. Yep. I was depleted. My hand, it was like the first time my hand was really tired. By the end of the night, I just kept doing this. I need like one of those stress balls that I can squeeze to massage my hand after. So let's do the same ears. You're going to extend this line, curve it around for a little triangle. Extend this line, curve it around for a little triangle, and then connect those with a curved line. And once you have this, you can erase the mama's body from inside. And we're going to do the same type of face, that heart face. So you're finding your center point. You're coming up and curving around. And then come back to your center point, go on the other side, curve up, and come around. And there's our face. Got it that time. Little triangle nose for the little guy. And then I'm going to do those same big circle eyes inside of my face. This one I want the eyes open though, and I want the owl to look like it's looking up at his mom. So I'm just going to do little half circle lines right here off to the side on both eyes, same side. And so when we color this, this is going to color in black and this will stay white. And see how that gives that look like this owl is looking up at mom. Gives the eye some direction. We're actually don't have that much left to draw on this one. This one's going to be a little bit quicker than some of our other drawings. Now, I want to give a wing for this owl that's hugging onto this. So I'm going to start a line. It is a circle of light. It's just a really big one. So it's just a big area with a circle of light. So really what that circle of light does is circle of lights, they add character, but they also kind of help show what direction an eye is looking. So yeah, if you put them both in the same corner, it makes the eye look like it's looking the direction. If I put them in this corner, it would have looked like it was looking this way. So yep, same thing, circle of light. So for the wing, I'm going to come into the mom's body and I'm going to do a curved line that comes down into the kiddo to a point. And then curves back around inside the mom. And once you have that, I keep trying to erase with my pencil and my pencil has no eraser left at all. You'll erase this little line in the wing. So now her wing is hugging on her kiddo's wing. And then I want to give this owl wings too. So right here in the corner, I'm just going to put a little curved line down and a curved line back. So that's the first wing. The other side, I'll do a bigger curved line out and a curved line back, and that's the other wing. I'm going to make this come down as far as the other one so they're at least evenly distanced. Now, I need to give them legs, but I'm going to put a little ground line in first. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to decide about how long, how long I want the child, the baby owl, how long I want those feet. So I'm going to leave just a little bit of room down here, and I'm just going to add kind of a little curved mound, little curved line that they're standing on. And then I'll put the legs in to that line, which is just a line with two lines off of it. And then same for the mom. She'll just have longer legs with two lines off of it. So mom and her kid standing on the hill. Now I'll do some decorating in here. I'm going to put a little inner ear. I'm going to do some pattern work on the chest of the owl, but I'm going to just do those straight in pencil. I'll show you how I did them here. See how I didn't put any outline? I just kind of put the design straight on there. If you're coloring in pen, you may want to, you're going to need two colors. You're going to need a lighter color and then a darker color that will show up on top. Or you can go ahead and give yourself a little triangle to color in. You can outline that if you like. Oh, a branch is good. That's a great idea. See, you guys are so creative. I love it. You always come up with things, and a lot of times you come up with things I never would have thought of. A nest could be really cute too, like they're sitting inside of a nest. That's a cute idea. And then I just wanted to add hearts onto my picture to show their love. So I'm just going to do heart shapes of various sizes all over the page. So remember, our heart starts at a point. You take your pencil up, come back down to a point, and then you do the same on the other side. So lots of little hearts, some coming off of the mom and some that look like they're coming off of the little kid. And then we drew this off to the side. So this is the area for you to write something for your mom. Now, it doesn't have to be, "I'll love you, Mom." You could even write your mom a little letter on here, like this is your stationery. You can write anything you want. You could make up a little poem and write it over here. So you're basically making your mom a big owl card. And you can write anything you want over off to this side. Or if you're drawing it for someone else, if it's not for your mom, well, then you could write something completely different over in that area. So now I'm ready to come in with my pen and just do all of my outline work. Going over all of the pencil lines that I want to keep. This would be a cute one since we did leave all of this room, that if you did have a copy machine, you could get your outline in and then you could make a copy of it. And then you could write letters to friends, people that you miss, maybe your grandparents, and then you could send them in the mail. I know I've had a couple friends send me cute little things in the mail during this quarantine. And you know what? It's so nice to go out to the mail and to have some happy mail inside of it instead of just junk mail or a bill I have to pay. And this is a cute one where you're just kind of making your own stationery. So if you just make copies, then you have stationery and you could color it in different for each person and send somebody a little piece of happy mail. Oh, that's a really pretty quote. I like that. So I put this wing in. And then the little owl will start outside of the wing. So that way it looks like the wing is on top, giving him an embrace. And this wing, I'm actually going to leave a little spot off, so the wing's not going to completely touch on top and bottom. Yep, and we support the Postal Service. I think I've gone to the post office more during quarantine than I have any other time. I mail stuff every week. And did you know, some of you might be new and you might not know this. Maybe we need to do another post about this, but you can mail me drawings. So if you have drawings that either drawings you've done with the group or maybe you create some artwork on your own, you can send them to me. I have a P.O. box that you can mail them to. The last batch that we made went to a senior center and was given to all of the different residents there. I'm collecting them again right now, and this time they're going to, I believe, I wonder if they're going to, I think, a mobile home park where a lot of the people are just alone and they can't leave and they don't have any friends to visit them. And so we're kind of sending them some happy mail. So if you want to send me drawings, we're always collecting them, and we take them a variety of places to kind of help spread the love and the joy. Now, the eyes, I did do these little half circles, and I'm going to make them thicker. So I'm going to put a little line going in on both sides, and then I'm going to connect that line with another arch. And then I'll color this area in black. Oh, thank you, Dwayne. Dwayne just tagged the P.O. box, so if you need it, it's there. I have a big stack of drawings right now. I have some that people sent in, and then I also went through all mine because every drawing we make, I've drawn twice. So I keep one copy, and then I put the other copy to donate to somebody to make them smile. I can also color this little area of the owl's eye black. This space is all going to be black. And usually I do this after I've erased, but I went ahead and did it before. So I'll just make sure that I let this dry a little bit before I erase on top of that eye, so that way I don't smudge the ink. Because I really hate when I do a whole drawing and it's all wonderful and perfect and then I smudge the ink. Always makes me sad. So now I can erase. I'll start up here again. I'm going to kind of erase around the little guy's eyes last. So that way it has a little bit of time to set on the paper. Some pens smudge more than others too. They need even more time. These pens are pretty good in that they don't need tons of time. And we're good. Didn't smudge it. See if I have any weird spaces. And I'm good. So I'm going to get an orange and I'm going to color both of the beaks orange, but of course you can do any colors you like. There are certain spaces, because I kind of wanted them to look a little bit matched, there are certain spots on them that I'm going to color the same. So I'm going to have their beaks match and I'm going to have their face color match. And then I'll color the rest of them different colors. So for their face, I'm doing a light pale yellow. This color is actually called cream, but to me it looks like a pastel yellow. And I'm going to leave the circles on the eyes for the mama owl. I'm going to leave those circles white, but you could definitely color those in a color if you wanted. Yesterday I colored my owl green. I think today I'm going to color my owl peach. I want a different color owl today. Just going all around these eyes. Is anyone else doing anything fun this weekend to celebrate their mama, or just something fun in general? Any plans this weekend? I think the weather, I think it's supposed to be really warm. It's supposed to be really warm today. I have 2 more drawings to do today, but my goal is to get outside a little bit in between them. And let's get this same color. Again, I kind of just decided I wanted their faces to match colors, but their bodies all color different. Oh, swimming. Okay, so the belly design, I'm going to do that after. I'm actually going to color that in. I'm not going to outline it. So I'm going to color the owl in, and then I'm going to add the belly design and the design on the head. So it'll get on there. Don't worry. So see how I just put this directly in the pencil. Well, for a halo, I would, I'm going to just draw it on the back here. If it's floating above the head, it automatically kind of has that look. And I would just do kind of an oval that's like skinny. And then on one side, make it a little thicker here, and then maybe a little thicker back here, so you're seeing some dimension, and then color those in. And if it's floating above the head, it'll look like a halo. The first color that I used, the only color I've used, well, my orange was called orange, and my yellow was called cream. So there's my first drawing. And I'm going to try to find kind of a peach color. I don't like any of my peaches. Let's go with a light purple. So I'm going to do a light purple on the mama owl. So I'm just going to come in and color all of this space lightly. If you're doing yours in pen, then you want to pick 2 colors. You want to have a light color and you want to have a dark color that's going to show up on top, because that's where you're going to add in those, the details in the stomach and the ears and the forehead. So let me get this all colored in. And know that you can always do that. If you're adding something to your drawing and you're not really sure exactly how to do it, you can always ask. If I see the comment, I'll try to do it for you or show you, as long as it's not anything crazy complicated. You know, if you said, I want to put my owls in a truck and I don't know how to draw a truck, I'm probably not going to stop and show you how to draw a truck, because that is going to take some serious time. But if people, you know, if it's something simple, I can try to help you out with it. Just know that sometimes I am drawing, So I don't always see every single comment. It also depends on how fast the comments are coming in. I try to look down every now and then to see what you guys are talking about so I can interact with you, because I know you guys sometimes ask me questions, or I ask you a question and then I look for the answer. I know I see somebody saying you're stopping by Grandma's, giving Grandma a little Mother's Day love from a distance. That's really nice. And coming in this wing, and you can see I'm turning my paper all different directions because it's just easier than trying to color straight up and down. So again, just kind of a pale purple. Now I'm going to add those extra details. So I'm going to use the same color because I'm using pencil and I can just push harder. So I'm going to draw a little triangle inside of the ears. We've done this before where we kind of have the inner ear. And I'm going to color that space darker. Just sometimes I like to add details at the end. Instead of having every single thing outlined, I like to add some things that aren't outlined in black. We've done it too, like when I've shown you how to do, when we did, let's say Bigfoot, or we did Chewbacca, maybe even with the seal we did it, the sea lion, or the otter, I'm sorry, where we add hair. So I'm just going to add these little triangles inside of the ears. And then for the stomach, I'm going to do, on this owl, I'm going to do wavy lines. And they'll just come across until I meet the baby owl. Some of them will be short. Just put a faint one right there. And then I'm going to show just a little bit of one over here. So that's all. This color is called Red Violet. I'm also going to do some little marks on the head. So I'm just doing some dashes going out to the edge. So I did one going out to each edge. I'm going to put one in the middle. And then I'll do one in between of each of those shapes that I made. And again, just adding a little bit of detail. And that's pretty good for Mama Owl. And then Baby Owl, I'm going to actually color in yellow. Even though I did the face yellow, I'm going to do a different color yellow and color in the body. So this is called, I'm going to do this one. This one's called Dark Yellow. Dark yellow, but I'm still going to color it light with a light touch because same thing I just did with the mom. I'm going to add some details afterwards. And so see, it's like a slightly different color than the color I used on the face, and that color was called Cream. And you could add some color down to the legs, like you could outline them in kind of an orange or brown, but I'm just going to leave them black. Turn this a little bit, get this bottom edge. And now I'll come in and I'll add my little triangles inside the ears. See, I'm just pushing harder to deposit more color. I'm not going to give a design on the forehead for this one. I'm just going to leave it blank. And then for the body, I'm going to do zigzags instead of waves. Just like that. And then this owl's finished. And I'm going to take a little bit of green. This is called light green. And I'm just using the side of the pencil. Going to come along that edge line, that ground line, and just add a little bit of color to what they're standing on. Just like that. Not too much. Just something. And now the hearts I'm going to do in multiple colors. So my first color is called Rose Neon. And this is a really bright pink. I'll do one of these. I really like these bright neon colors. I have 3 of them. I have an orange, a pink, and a green one. And then I'm just going to get pink. It's just called pink. And come in to this heart. And let's grab a red. This is called Cherry Red. I just thought it was fun to color my hearts in a couple different colors. I'll do this one down here, Cherry Red, also. And then lastly, I have this pale pink that's called Crimson Lake. And I'll do this last heart in Crimson Lake. There should be an album for this. I don't know what it's called. Someone else makes my albums for me. It's either called Owls or might be Mother's Day. Probably says Mother's Day. If there isn't though, just load it straight to the page. If the album didn't get made yet, when you're done with your drawing, you can just load it straight on there. We probably have just as many people who load them on the page as load them into an album. And over here, I'm going to leave mine blank, but of course, this is where you can write anything you like. I wrote on my original one, I'll love you, Mom. I think today I'm going to write my mom a little poem, and I'm going to put this in the mail to her. Hopefully she's not here listening. So I'll write a little something fun for her on there. And today I would like to do something a little different because, you know, you might be giving this to someone, so you don't have to write just your name and your age and where you're from. So today I'm going to sign mine. I'm going to do some fancy cursive here. Love, Stacy. Because I'm going to end up giving this to my mom, so I still want my name on it, so that way when you share it in the page, I know who made it. But I'm actually gifting it to someone, so I kind of want to make it a little more unique today. And that is our Happy Mother's Day drawing. So maybe you did this for someone special, Maybe you're a mama and you did it for yourself. But I hope you had fun with it. For birthdays, we have a couple birthdays over the weekend. We have Kara celebrating a birthday, and we have Odin celebrating a birthday this weekend. So Kara and Odin, I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful time celebrating your birthdays. And let me flip the camera around. I'll give you guys a proper goodbye. Got to turn this light off. Otherwise, I'm blinded. So thanks so much for drawing with me today. It was lots of fun. I hope you had some fun celebrating your moms. And there is a sip and draw tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. So I know some of the kids join in. Otherwise, we see the adults. Don't forget to load your finished drawings onto the page or into the album. You can also share them on Instagram. And what else? There is a announcement on the page that's for the moms that asks for it. I'm asking a question. Tell me what you love about your mom, or tell me what you love about being a mom. So make sure you comment on that, and then come back on Sunday at some point and check the page, because there will be an announcement with regards to that. The Saturday sip and draw is a landscape. So we're doing a delta river landscape. So thank you very much and have a good weekend. I'll see you guys for Mascot Monday. Bye.